What was the biggest selling VHS tape of all time? Looking back at the days when the VCR ruled supreme, there were certain tapes that were massively successful, selling millions of copies. But what tape was at the very top, outselling all the rest? In this video, I actually take a look at the top 5 best-selling VHS tapes ever. Here we go. Coming in at number 5 with 24 million copies sold on VHS, we have Jurassic Park. At number 4 with 25 million copies, we have Titanic. Number 3, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs with 28 million copies sold. Coming in at number 2, we have Aladdin with 30 million copies sold. And the number 1 biggest selling movie on VHS of all time was The Lion King with 32 million copies sold. So, how many of these tapes did you own? Do you still have them? None of these really came as a surprise to me. If you walk through your local Goodwill, Salvation Army, or Value Village, you will see many copies of all 5 of these tapes. Heck, I have seen entire walls that were nothing but copies of Titanic. Which one of these 5 is your favorite? Do you collect VHS tapes? Do you still own a VCR? Please check out my playlist dedicated to VHS, VCRs, and Betamax. And you know, thinking about VHS tapes, I'm reminded how folks paid so much for these tapes back in the day. But when you think about it, a lot of these tapes that they paid so much money for back then now sit in secondhand stores and often sell for $1 or less. And you know, I can remember when Titanic came out on VHS, and it was such a big deal. I was actually working in a department store at that time, and I remember the day it was released, and people were coming in buying copies left and right. It just seemed every second customer was buying a copy of Titanic, that famous 2 VHS tape set that you often see in so many secondhand stores. Thank you for watching. Hope you can join us again next time. Please feel free to leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do. It's always greatly appreciated, and it always helps my channel grow. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.